me read.
Oh, you read the thing. I'm sorry. You read the thing.
Dear Journal, I'm not sure what's going on, but I think I've gotten some terrible disease. At this point, the students start giving each other confused glances. Miss Fox kept reading nonchalantly. You see, my scrotum has been itching uncontrollably the past week. And nothing I've tried helped my discomfort. Brushing against anything makes it itch worse, and it smells like a thoroughbred. I have to sit in awkward positions to keep comfortable. A few people began to snicker. I tried rash cream, but it only makes my nutsack burn real bad and made several lumps in my dick. I can't stand it any longer. I'm about to ask my mom to set me up a doctor's appointment. I really hope it's not cancer. Signed, Sonic the Hedgehog. Mrs. Fox's eyes widened with shock as she finally realized that this was not part of the book. By now, the whole class had erupted with uproaring laughter. Sonic, who at this point was too busy daydreaming about a date with Amy to pay attention, heard everyone else laughing and was puzzled. Glancing around the room, he saw that even Tails, who was sitting to his left, had his face pressed onto the desk and was shaking with giggles. Sonic tapped his best friend on the shoulder, which would be considered a predatory tactic on Mobius, but this was a different circumstance, and asked,
Hey, what's everybody laughing about?
Tails looked at Sonic. His cheeks were red, and he was so hysterical, he was barely able to talk.
Mrs. Fox is reading about your balls.
He finally managed to explain, between bouts of cackling.
My what?
Sonic shouted, incredulously, before the reality of what was going on set in. Sonic was reading his journal. Your turn.
What?
Your turn to you read the characters' things, you know?
It's true. Right. Oh, holy, Mrs. Fox, wait, no, stop reading that!
He pleaded.
It's too late, Sonic.
Wait, look. Give Rouge a somewhat bisexual lesbian voice. If you're able to.
It's too late, Sonic.
Interrupted a voice from behind him. It was Rouge the Bat, who struggled to hold back another wave of giggles in an attempt to be sympathetic.
She already read it all. But my journal's right here on the desk. How is she even...
Sonic began flipping through his journal and finding out that the page describing his disease had been crudely torn out.
Huh? Alright, who's the wise guy who take this into my book?
Yelled Miss Fox, holding up the offending page of paper to the class to see.
Was it you, Sonic? Ma'am, I have no idea who did this. Honest.
Sonic told her, honestly having no idea what happened, and hoping that he wouldn't get executed by firing squad, as it was an offense to anyone's perceivable ocular glands that having someone being read a very personal medical problem would read out loud by a whole stage of people would have been absolutely devastating and very life-ending for the person responsible for writing it down.
Mm-hmm.
The teacher narrowed her eyes.
Then who did?
From the back of the class, Big the Cat raised his hands.
Oh, I know who did it. Mr. Smokes, it was me. Shit. I'm in shadow. Damn it.
To tell the truth, Big Cat was not a very good liar, which almost near ended his life. Nor was he good at remembering people's names.
Okay, it was me.
Miss Fox gasped.
Big. Why, Big?
Asked Sonic, his cheeks turning redder by the second.
You deserve it, Sonic.
Retorted Big.
You were acting like a total weirdo earlier, because you would move your books like a little gay wad. Oh yeah? And what's wrong with being a little gay wad?
Charmy B countered and offended.
Shut up, midget boy.
Read the next line.
Oh, right. Beat the cat!
Screech Mrs. Fox, getting his attention.
I have had enough of your complete disrespect for your fellow classmates!
She pointed towards the door.
Principal office, immediately!
Teachers were the judge, jury, and executioners upon any criminal students in every single place of education on Mobius. Big examined the room, grumbling in defeat. English class continued without a hitch after that, but Sonic couldn't focus on the lecture. He kept hearing the other students snicker from time to time. While the teacher didn't notice, he certainly did. He kicked an empty Sprite can as he trudged through the hallway on his way to second period. He couldn't believe it. His own friends laughing at him for having a rash that just happened to be in an embarrassing place. It wouldn't be common around North Mobius, but it would be extremely common around the regions of West and South Mobius.
Yes.
Even Tails. He felt disintegrated and absolutely mortified. He looked away when he spotted Tails by his locker, unable to face him after how he laughed at him like that.
Hey, Sonic.
Sonic heard Tails whisper his name.
Don't talk to me.
He sighed in response, crossing his arms.
Tails. Oh shit, my bad.
Tails, using his two tails as helicopter rotors, flew over Sonic, turned to face him, and landed.
Look, Sonic. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to laugh at your drill entry. It was just that Mrs. Lesson was reading into class and... Sorry, Tails. I gotta go to history class.
Said Sonic, walking away.
You know, I don't think there's anything wrong with having problems with your balls. I'm sure a lot of other people are having problems they'd rather keep private, too. And you should go point that out to people and tell them, hey, it's not okay for you to make fun of me like that. I am a person too, you know. That'll teach them. You have every right to be treated with dignity and understanding, buddy. And I'm going to stand right by you all the way. Sonic? Sonic?
Tails finally realized that Sonic was gone, and was I've entirely just got... Wait.
Oh dear, I apologize.
It's alright.
Yes.
Just gonna... Tails finally realized that Sonic was gone, and he was talking and gestured to nobody. Like an absolute ignoramus. Or a mime.
Quite so.
Without an audience.
Yes. What an audience, indeed.
With a left audience. Non-audience, left mime. For about 20 feet away, Sonic found Rouge and Amy talking by the lockers. At least Amy didn't know about his itchy scrotum, right? Relieved, he waved at her.
Hi, Amy. Where were you for a period? Oh, hey, Sonic.
Amy chirped.
I'm in the gifted English class, but don't worry, we'll be together in most of the other classes. So, you were telling Rouge about how we have hands last week?
Asked Sonic, feeling genuinely happy for the first time in a while.
Actually, Rouge was telling me about how you apparently have this awful rash on your crotch, and everyone found out earlier.
And with that, Sonic silently stepped over to his locker, unlocked it, stuck in his hidden, inhaled, and screamed as loudly as he could. The amount of decibels that any Mobian could go up to is about as fast as, to put into perspective, they had the same level of decibelity as the Challenger 1 explosion, which isn't saying much, except for RIP the people who were in the Challenger right then and there.
Yes. What's with him?
Amy wondered.
It must be the asbestos in the ceiling getting to him.
Rouge shrugged, putting forward. And that's a wrap for this episode. This pilot episode, if you will, of the Sonic...
Pilot-sode.
Is exactly the pilot-sode of Sonic High School, rewritten. The original fanfiction.net.
Yes.
The story was...
Yes.
Was written by Munchacho 1994. The audio drama made by strange monstrum, that being me, and by the Cornholio being my good old friend in morail right here.
Yes, indeed, quite so. Yes. It was a pleasure to be dubbing
Yes, very
the
much
characters.
so. And I can't wait to
Yes.
see on what sort of flights of fancy this author and us will make.